The hum of the starship's engines vibrated through my chest as I tried to focus on the blinking panels in front of me. I'd spent years drifting through the outer rim, mapping the void and running routine scans, but nothing had prepared me for the signal that came through my comms just hours ago. A voice, unmistakably intelligent, unmistakably terrified, had spoken in perfect galactic common. "Tell me how to connect with you, human." I froze, staring at the display. The message repeated itself, faster this time, desperate. "I'm alone. I need you." I shouldn't have answered. I knew better. Stories of human explorers who answered alien calls didn't usually end well. But something about the tone, the trembling urgency, pulled me in. I keyed the calm, voice steady, trying to mask the sudden thrum of adrenaline in my veins. "I hear you. Where are you?" Silence. And then a soft sigh, like someone had been holding their breath for decades. I'm on the surface of Zephyria 9. Please. I don't know how to do this alone. I glanced at my navigation console, eyes narrowing. Zephyria 9 wasn't exactly hospitable. Its thin atmosphere, jagged mountains, and constant magnetic storms had claimed more unmanned probes than anyone cared to count. And yet, here was a live signal, coming from somewhere deep in the northern caverns. I knew it was dangerous, but the voice, so human in its fear, made the decision for me. I set the coordinates. The landing was rough. Zephyria 9's gravity was lower than Earth's, but the gusting wind and jagged cliffs made every step precarious. My boots crunched over the brittle ice covering the cavern entrance. I activated my scanner, sweeping for life forms. And then I saw her. She was crouched near a crystalline outcrop, small, frail, her silver hair glowing faintly under the dim cavern light. Her skin shimmered like molten metal, and her eyes, oh, her eyes were impossibly large, reflecting a mixture of fear and hope. She looked like someone had sculpted a dream out of starlight and desperation. "You came," she whispered. Her voice was barely audible over the wind, but I could feel the relief radiating from her. I extended a hand slowly, careful not to startle her. "I did. Are you hurt?" She shook her head, but her fingers trembled as they hovered near mine. Then she froze. I don't know how to connect. Not physically. Not mentally. I've never met a human before. I don't understand your signals, your emotions, your thoughts." I swallowed hard, realizing this wasn't just a rescue. It was first contact in its rawest, most vulnerable form. I knelt to her level, voice calm. "Then we'll figure it out together. Just tell me what you feel right now." Tears, or something like them, sparkled on her cheeks. Fear, and hope, and something else. Something I can't name. Thought I might never find another being who could understand me. I reached out and lightly touched her shoulder. She flinched at first but didn't pull away. "We'll start there. Understanding each other. It's about trust, patience, and honesty." Over the next hours, we moved deeper into the cavern system. She told me her name was Lyra, her people scattered across dying star systems, their ships lost, their communications cut off. She had fled Zephyria 9 after her vessel crashed while fleeing a pursuing fleet. She had survived on instincts and scavenged tech, sending out messages in every frequency she could reach. I was the first to respond. "I've never met a human before," she said again, her voice trembling. I don't know how to feel connected. Then we'll create a connection from scratch, I said, and there was more confidence in my voice than I felt. It's not about knowing everything at once. It's about sharing moments, learning each other's language, literally and figuratively. Her large eyes studied me for a long time. Then she tilted her head, curious. Language, yes. I can mimic sounds, but emotions. Yours are complicated. They hurt sometimes, don't they? He nodded. They do. And they heal too if you let them. Connection isn't always comfortable, but it's worth it. She smiled faintly, a glimmer of trust. That was all I needed. Days passed, though it felt like minutes when I was with her. We shared stories, laughter, moments of silence. I learned how her species communicated through subtle shifts in color, the rhythm of their breathing, micro-gestures invisible to untrained eyes. In turn, I taught her to read human expressions, to recognize the smallest hints of what I felt. You're teaching me patience, she said one evening as we watched the cavern crystals refract the light from my torch. I never thought I'd need that, but do. Because connection, it's fragile. Smiled. Fragile, yes. But resilient if you nurture it. It wasn't easy. Misunderstandings happened constantly. Once, she interpreted a joke I made as an insult. Another time, I misread a gesture she made as hostility. But each time we paused, explained, and tried again. Connection, I realized, wasn't a single moment. It was repeated effort, patience, and understanding. Then the danger arrived. While we were exploring a hidden passage, a patrol from the fleet that had pursued her detected our presence. Their ships rumbled overhead, scanning, weapons primed. Lyra froze, her colors shifting rapidly in panic. I can't run fast enough, she whispered. You won't have to, I said firmly. Stay close. Trust me. We ran through the tunnels, me relying on my human instincts, her relying on alien senses. The patrol drones followed, blinding lights bouncing off the cavern walls. Lyra's voice quivered with fear. I don't want to die, not like this. You won't, I assured her. I guided her into a narrow fissure, one too small for the drones. Crawl. I'll cover you. She squeezed my hand, the closest contact we had shared. Her fear, raw and overwhelming, collided with my own, and yet in that moment something miraculous happened. We were connected not just by touch or voice, but by shared trust, shared survival, shared understanding. The drones eventually gave up, unable to navigate the twisting tunnels. We emerged into the open sky of Zephyria. At dawn, breathless, hearts pounding yet alive. Lyra turned to me, the first light of the alien sun catching in her shimmering hair. I understand now, she said softly. Connection isn't about knowing everything. It's about being present, feeling each other's fear and hope, feeling each other's courage. I nodded. Exactly. And it's stronger than any distance, any fleet, any obstacle. Her silver eyes glimmered. Then, I want to connect. Truly, completely. Not just for survival, but because I want to. I extended my hand. She took it without hesitation. And in that simple gesture, something shifted. Not just between us, but within us. The bond we had built through fear, patience, laughter, and shared moments became undeniable. "Then we'll see where this goes," I said, voice low but filled with promise. She smiled, and it was brighter than any star I had ever charted. "Yes, together." As we looked out over Zephyria, the horizon alive with possibilities, I realized something profound. The universe might be vast, frightening, and full of unknowns, but connection, true connection, made it worth exploring. And in that moment, human and alien were no longer separate. We were companions, explorers, friends, and something more, bound by trust, understanding, and the courage to reach across the impossible. The sun rose, and we took the first step into a future neither of us could have imagined, yet both were ready to face, together.